Hey everyone, Techni here with the review of the SteelSeries APEX 5. So as far as in your box, you can get your keyboard, you'll get your wrist rest, your cable is attached to the keyboard, very nice, solid, heavy duty, rubber coated cable, but again, it is attached to the keyboard. But I know the one thing that's probably on your mind, at least the main thing that was on my mind when I was looking into this keyboard, is what the heck are the hybrid mechanical switches? And let me tell you, they feel like a mechanical switch. That's exactly what they feel like. A mechanical switch. And we'll do this sound test later on and everything. You know what? I'm really curious on what's going on here with these switches because I've really looked into them and everything. I'm just really curious about it. So you know what? After we do the sound test and everything, we'll go ahead and take this keyboard apart. But first off, what I'd like to cover is the build and the features within the APEX 5. And first up, the wrist rest you have right here has this really nice soft touch on it. It's not mushy or gushy or anything like that. Just a really nice soft coating over it. If you use any SteelSeries headsets, it feels exactly what that ear cup is like. Again, just a really nice soft touch right there. Plenty of rubber feet on the bottom, so this thing's not gonna budge on you. And it attaches right to the bottom of the keyboard, magnetizes right there. And it is on there super duper secure. It does not budge one bit. Now, as far as the build right here, it is the exact same as all the other high-end SteelSeries keyboards, the APEX Pro, APEX 7, all those right there. You got the aluminum plate right underneath the keycaps here. The bottom of the keyboard is plastic. You have two pop-out feet here and plenty of rubber grips on the top right there. Nice cable router right in the back. And again, it's incredibly solid. No flex whatsoever. Whenever you're pressing down on it, you try to twist it up, no flex. Incredibly solid build. Now, one other thing while we're talking about that build and just kind of the layout, of course, like you guys see, it only comes in the full size right now. It'd be really cool if they come out with the 10 keyless. But the really cool thing about the design, along with all the other SteelSeries keyboards, look how minimal it is. No extra bezels up on the top, really just sleek, minimalistic design. I mean, it looks incredibly awesome, really nice curves on the side right there. But again, there's no excess lips on it or anything. Very, very sleek and a very nice design. But yes, unfortunately, the keycaps are still basic sprayed ABS right here, and they got that little matte coating over it, so they attract a lot of fingerprints. But the cool thing about even with these hybrid mechanical switches, they have the basic MX stem, so you can fit just about any key replacement on top of it there. You know what I think would be really cool, SteelSeries, if you guys kind of get up into, you know how HyperX and Razer, they do their double shot PBT keycaps? I think you guys got a great opportunity to jump on that right here. I can just imagine what SteelSeries is making. I bet they'd be incredibly awesome. Come on, SteelSeries, give them to us. And you also get that screen up there with your media controls, just like in the other keyboards. And it's really cool. You can control your illumination, your profiles, any of the lighting effects on there. Really cool to have it set right in there. So you never really have to use the software, but you can, because there's also so many different options you can do in the software as far as each key, illumination, set up different profiles, and you can bam switch your profiles right on the keyboard or right here on the switch right on your screen right there. Really cool to have that screen. You actually customize your picture within there, put a screensaver on there, or again just a basic image. Really, really cool to have that. And then of course your media controls, this button right over here where you can press it once, twice, or 3 times to play, skip, or pause a track. Really cool little media control right up there. All right, so now let's get into the juicy part right here. Hybrid mechanical switches. What the heck are they? So as you just heard right there, they are blue switches, very tactile and clicky. And like I stated in the beginning, with it being hybrid mechanical, again, the switches feel just like a mechanical switch. No difference. They don't feel membrane whatsoever. We've heard other companies try to do this or try to call some boards like, what do we call them? Mecha membranes or something like that, you know, and they just feel like membrane keyboards. Very scratchy and very mushy. If you didn't know, if you had to sit next to another keyboard with blue switches, you would not be able to tell the difference. Again, they feel and sound just like a mechanical switch. Now, when you pop your keycap off and actually get close to the switch right here, it states TTC on it. And with my research, what I could find is that's Trantech Technologies, a company out of China, which makes switches for like mice and keyboards and all that stuff. So what I think is SteelSeries either partnered with them to make this switch, or they just leased out or licensed out some of their technology to go on and create this switch for this and kind of keep the cost down. And we've seen that a lot through many keyboard keyboard manufacturers, whether it's like Razer's optical switches, I believe are licensed or leased out through A4 Tech, and then Red Dragon without Temu. I believe SteelSeries used to work with someone else, and then HyperX. I mean, every company does it. But as far as these switches, as you saw right there, they kind of have like that box design. And let me tell you what, they are incredibly stable in here. And like I said in the beginning, yes, you can fit just about any keycap on top of this right here, replacement keycap, because you have that basic MX stem right up there. But again, the keys are very, very stable and not scratchy at all within this switch. Which I'm kind of curious, is it just pressing down on a membrane housing in there like a membrane keyboard? I'm really curious. So like I said in the beginning, let's go on and take this thing apart and see what we got. All right, so wow, that was really fun right there. This thing is attached by so many stinking screws. And one thing that's really cool, I kind of want to point out while we have this apart, kind of, again, talking APEX 7 or any of the other SteelSeries APEX keyboards right here. It's really cool. As you see, they got the PCB, and then bam, the frame is right on the bottom, super thin. And then again, the top plate comes right onto it. So you really never have a single ping, ting, or anything. It's just, again, a really solid key pressing sound. Really cool, again, with the design. But anyways, as far as the switches right here, it's really cool. You know what I honestly thought it was going to be like was like, if any of y'all watched my review on the Niz Plum keyboard, the electrocapacitive switch, because again, that's kind of like the mechanical switch, but then it goes right into a rubber dome, just like a membrane keyboard. So again, it's like mechanical and then the spitting image of a membrane keyboard. But this really isn't like that. It's pretty cool. If you can see right here, underneath the PCB right here, there's a really thin layer of, I guess, plastic or something, but it just presses down very slightly right there, and then again it makes contact right down there with the circuit, and then registers your key. So again, it's pretty different right here. First time I've ever seen one like this, and it's really cool. Again, going over to the switches here, whenever you press them through, bam, you see the little plastic nub come right through, and again, that's what's going to come right down there and press that right there to make it actuate. So it's really cool. You have your mechanical switch, and then bam, it's right down here, just pressing that little point right down there to make it actuate. So no, it's not really pressing any rubber dome or anything like that. Again, it's just pressing that little plastic right down there, bam, and then making them actuate. Alright, so my final thoughts on the SteelSeries APEX 5 right here. I love it. Again, kind of comparing it, if you had this sitting right next to an APEX 7 or something like that, you really wouldn't be able to tell the difference straight off the bat. I mean, you'd have to look into it. First, pop off a keycap to see the different switch. The only other difference, you don't have that USB pass-through on this one right here, kind of like the higher end ones. So again, you'd really have to dive into it and really try to find the differences compared to the other ones. And that's really cool. Again, with this keyboard coming in at only $100, saying it's almost a spitting image of the other ones right there, the fantastic build on it, the wrist rest, the awesome features, the gorgeous RGB. Again, I think you have a fantastic keyboard here at $100. But hey, let me know what you think about the APEX 5 down in the comments right there. Again, if you're looking for a full-size keyboard with blue switches right here and all these awesome features, a complete win again. But please do let me know down below what you think about it. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my review on the SteelSeries APEX 5. I hope I was able to help you out and answer some of your questions, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.